simple. You hit them, they go through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey,
here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Young is set to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Complete. It's Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down is Aikman. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Aikman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Aikman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Titan football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along. Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove? Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they? Get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Young to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Young now from the 50. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
You ready? 33. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 13. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Aikman will throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw is Aikman. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November.
Watch the safety creep.
They begin with a run by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We all knew. Check 9, check 9. Get it.
They go play action. Young completes it to Fitzgerald. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's get it.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now, it's Smith. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4
times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Hit it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You got nothing today.
A 2-yard
You got nothing.
makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Aikman. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? You go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. After the penalty, it's Smith. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Out of the gun, it's Aikman. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Smith, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They keep it with Smith on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now it's Smith, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young, airing it out deep for Smith, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young, and this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing, Young, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it.
But Brandon Pace comes into play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Aikman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Alexander. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Aikman looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Martin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Young. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
70, Indy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Young to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Young. It's caught. Smith.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Young. He's got Smith here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He wasn't ready.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Aikman on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. He had